Wizard 101 has been around for 15 years and has been receiving new updates and expansions throughout that entire lifespan. But is it possible to beat all 15 years worth of content without dying once? That's the question I've set out to answer, and today I'll be questing in the notoriously long and arduous world of Azteca, where if I die, I delete my character and end the series with this video. Those that are familiar with Wizard 101 know that the Azteca difficulty spike, particularly in the second half of which I'm about to begin, is one of the game's most brutal power curves. The bosses have damn near 20,000 HP, some of the most they have in any of the game's worlds, and I think it's about time I get a shiny new spell. Now, through that insane amount of fluff in the form of one of life's hardest hitting spells up to this point, Gnomes! Not only has about 100 more base damage compared to Forest Lord, but it also equips me with a nice 30% healing buff after using it, which will certainly come in handy. The main drawback to this hit, though, is that it only targets a single enemy compared to Forest Lord, which hits everyone, along with it costing a pricey 9 pips to cast, which are those glowy orbs below my character's feet. The white ones equate to 1 pip and the glowy ones are 2. That being said, all I want out of Gnomes is a boss shredder, which it most certainly will do if I can win it from the lunatic hoarding it, the Collector. I'm gonna be honest, this guy is straight trash. Dookie, dog water, you name it, this guy is it. Let's quickly dispatch him and get our big ceramic prize. Okay, that's a miserable start. The instant life shield off rip, miserable. What I can do is pierce it off though. If you die here, he just used Scorpion. I'm fine. Let's get the shield off. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. If he puts on another one, I got more pierces in here. Best believe. Scarecrow's gonna get completely blocked. 100 damage, might as well be 0. At least at this point in the game with this much HP. Scarab. You get this quest at level 68, by the way. He's dropping scarabs. We're in the like tail end of Arc 2. We can get this life blade up. Would love to get 3 up. I might not even need 3 to be honest, because this boss is pretty frail. Blade number 2 up. Would love to find a Forest Lord, but he just will not show up. The setup is pretty much complete as it needs to be. Even with the Fortify, as long as this guy does not shield. The crit's there, no shields, feints up. This should just be over. The further we quest through this long-lost world, the clearer it becomes that something sinister is in motion. Morganth, the main villain of this storyline, has allies nestled into nearly every faction of Azteca, with even the King's Board of Advisors being no exception. After doing a bunch of defeat and collect quests in an attempt to weed out the spy, I came to the conclusion that it's probably, I don't know, the guy whose last name is Two-Face. That seems like a good bet. As we rush to the King's quarters to alert him, we see his palace under siege, and after stepping in to rescue him, we find out that the traitor is actually a different guy? Well, damn. You got me this time, game. Turns out this traitor wasn't after the king himself, but his badge of leadership. This badge can be used to access a monument known as the Pyramid of the Mother Moon, which doesn't sound like the type of place you'd want a group of cultists to go. After touching down on the isolated island in which it's located, we meet up with the bird folk who haven't allied themselves with Morganth. One of the surviving members of this faction, Shantico Blue Air, needs us to rescue a bunch of his allies locked up behind a big shadowy force field, and the guy with the key to opening it is a pretty mediocre fire boss who would have been perfect to test our new gnome spell on if I remembered to put it in my deck. Look, we all make mistakes. Let's just beat that ass and pretend it never happened. Oh, would have loved to go first here. Not the case. Fire guy, lots of pips. He's gonna hit hard round 1. I'm gonna shield just in case that he doesn't for some reason. Maybe he'll do a meteor or something. They love doing meteor these days. Hey, whoa, I'll take it. I'll take it. Get that 70% shield on there. Ooh, a Forest Lord in the hand. Juicy, fresh. I do have a shield up, so no better time to get this feint off than I think right now. Feint is up. Bada bing, bada boom. And another blade. Get that other blade on there. Oh, he's throwing out the Ice Dragon. Do not have a shield for that. Smart play. I respect it. Let's get the Forest Lord up. Boss, I hope, takes a good chunk of damage. Ooh, 10k. Love to see it. This guy is spamming a lot of the wrong shield over here. Let's kill this guy. Let's just kill this guy. Or we can just not kill this guy too. I guess that's okay. By no fault of his own, he's still alive somehow. And he's meteoring. Way to use the extra turns of life, buddy. Yeah, get out of here. We beat that ass the old-fashioned Forest Lord way. He may not be all that flashy anymore, but he gets the job done. Regardless, we crack open that force field, beat the painfully mediocre boss inside, and with that, successfully dislodge these shadow cultists from the avian outskirts. This allows us to crack open that massive gate guarding the hub of the bird people, the Cloudburst Forest. However, we find that this hub is no longer populated by all that many bird folk, but instead is littered with Morganth fanatics turning the place upside down looking for the princess of the avians, Lady Zenzen. We don't know exactly why the Morganth faction is looking for her, but it's probably not to meet up with her and have a lovely chat at a cafe, so it's up to us to beat them to the punch and find her first. While we search the trenches of Cloudburst Forest, we don't find the princess, but instead something much more dangerous. A double boss fight. Double boss fights suck, especially in these later Arc 2 worlds, because it goes against the fundamental way I play a standard Wizard 101 boss fight in a permadeath playthrough. I almost always try and take down the boss's minion first, because isolating fights down to 1v1s results in only one enemy peppering me with spells at a time. However, when both enemies on the field have over 16,000 2,000 health. It's pretty tough to dislodge one of them at a time, but that's where the gnome spell comes in. The extra damage on this sucker is gonna work wonders in smacking these bosses, so as long as we don't get unlucky with their shield spam, I'm at the very least prepared. Two very tanky bosses, and they go first. Okay, not ideal, but gotta roll with the punches. I think I'm going to blade this. Ooh, start with the big guns. Start with the big guns, okay. Okay, I definitely want to heal turn one, I think. Oh, dude, they're doing both. Holy sh! What a turn. That being said, I am gonna heal off rip, and it'll be fine, because while I'm saving up pips for a gnome, I'm gonna be able to set up in the meantime. I wouldn't be a life wizard if you didn't spam regenerate, you know what I'm saying? This spell is too good. I'm gonna go for the dirty double feint, TC feint strat on the life guy, because I want him dead. I want him so dead. 3 pip judgment, I mean, brother, don't think this is gonna do what you want it to. That's feint number 1 on the guy. And the TC feint, oh, I do want to life prism this for anything else. I might need 4 blades with the 2 feints to get rid of this guy. I'm not 100% sure. But at the very least, we'll have 3 up, which I think is the minimum we'll need to kill him. I'm not 100% sure. These guys love their dots. I mean, they are spamming these damage over time. That's the last turn of my heal. I might need to put another one of those up depending on how fast I kill life boss over there, who is double fainted up. As long as nobody gets shielded and no shenanigans take place, first boss should be dead, and that isolates it to a 1v1, which is huge. The crit's there too. Oh, this guy's so dead. You're so dead. Before I feint him, I want to see what he does. He's using a death spell. This could be good news. Okay, not particularly good news. It's a poison, which isn't the best scenario for me because he still has all those pips to work with. Just gotta press W. In situations like these, if the saber tooth comes out, it comes out. Just gotta hold the W key. Gnomes! Get in there. Go, the fellas are here. That did a good chunk. Reshuffle is in. The cards are back in the deck. Let's get this feint on. No need to prolong the inevitable. Forest Lord always delivers. Thanks in part to the gnome spell, these 2 knuckleheads got rocked, and they also spilled the beans that Morganth still hasn't found the princess. Checking back in with Blue Air, he tells us we should have a meeting with the Avian King to let him know that Morganth's lackeys are still looking for his daughter. Heading up to the top of Cloudburst Forest, Alto, we speak with one of the king's close confidants, Toltec Cloudpainter. After a bunch of defeat and collect quests, Toltec gives us the secret password in the form of a painted pattern, along with the location of the king's hidden quarters. Inside this formerly sealed off room, we find the king and deliver him the news that his daughter is safe, and after a quick burst of celebration, we get to strategizing. The king knows where Morganth's head of operations is holed up, and he wants us to waltz through his front door and take him out. Easier said than done though, because this guy's an unapologetic myth boss with stuns, rendering me unable to cast a spell for up to 2 turns, earthquakes that strip me of my blades and shields. Did I mention the stuns? Yeah, we're in for a rough one. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with a fortify. I might just get stunned, and that's just how it goes, but I would love for that not to be the case. Maybe this guy will just Humongo frog? There's a chance. He's gonna stun me for 2 turns immediately at the start of the game. Just let me play the game. All right, so I have 1 more turn of being unable to do anything, which is unfortunate, but just that's the reality of the sitch. He has so many pips still too. I might need to heal the instant I get one. Okay, at least he's frogging here. That's not super high power. I can live with that. 600. Ooh, that did way more than I thought it would. If I don't find a heal soon, I might actually be in a ton of trouble. There's the heal. Crit would be nice. Crit keeps me alive for quite a bit. Sword of King's crit, that's gonna do mass. Going second against a myth boss is brutal because he could just quake me and then I just waste a bunch of pips without killing the minion. Just a natural attack. Risk was worth the reward. And as long as I hit, the minion's dead. And I have no hits in my hand. Oh! Please let there be a hit in my hand. Even if it's a fucking gnome, I'll use it just because I need to advance the state of this match. Thank you. Let me use it. Now, life wizards never fizzle twice in a row, so I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for right there. This definitely kills minion, which at least, again, advances the state of the fight somewhat. I can start blading at least. Again, hopefully it doesn't earthquake. I might have jinxed that. I'm gonna convict this turn. I might be a turn too late and a dollar short, but I was a turn too late. Okay, yeah. It's important to be ahead of the game on these heals, especially because that 1 hit to 1,000 damage, he can melt you so fast and put you in death percent so fast. And the way with Azteca bosses, they also gain pips really fast. So you gotta be a bit ahead of the curve. He's just frogging. I'm okay with that. And I might just gnome him next turn if I don't find any blades that are worth the risk. Ooh, this is so worth the risk. This is so worth the risk of getting earthquake. I'm putting this on. Ooh, and he's natural attacking. He's not gonna have pips for a fat minute. And just like that, I can get a 3rd blade up. And now we can throw a fat gnome at him. Ooh, that's death percent right there if I've ever seen it. Don't stun me, don't stun me, don't stun me, don't stun me for 2 turns. Just let it be over, you already lost. Force Thor, kill that guy. With Morganth's just complete shithead lieutenant out of the picture, the king is elated. So elated, in fact, that he's about to tell us the location of his daughter.
Shadow Queen, daughter of spiders, mother of lies, your time is done. Ahoya! Ahoya! The Feather Palace shall be our tomb.
Nothing can be easy in this world, can it? At least the king was able to give us some info in his dying moments. After talking to the head of the sun, as the king suggested, and doing a bunch of defeat and collect quests, we're granted the hideout shielding the king's daughter, who's actually his granddaughter. Zen 7-star, the avian princess, who is a seemingly important piece to accessing the pyramid of the Mother Moon, is still safe and sound, and is willing to help us crack into that foreboding monument before Morganth, if we can manage. The first thing we need to do is find this flower deity man creature named Yaksh, whose blessing is required to gain entry into the pyramid, but as we approach his domain, the House of Flowers, Zen seems to feel that something is off. And wouldn't you know it, she's right on the money. Yaksh, now corrupted by Morganth's magic, became one of the most evil, putrid, downright vile creatures you can find as a life wizard, a tanky myth boss with a set shield. Now this shouldn't be too big of a deal since the Pierce and Shatter spells are easily available as treasure cards to crack through those things, except I didn't pack them. This is one of the most obnoxious fights I've had to suffer through, so have fun watching me lose my fucking marbles. I want the conviction up immediately. He's got a ton of hard-hitting hits that can stun, and he's got more than enough pips to get all of them off. Or he can just like fizzle that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna feint the minion because I don't know if I'm gonna find any blades here, and then just put him down as soon as I can. Might be a bit of a risky feint because this is gonna give that guy extra damage on whatever he's cooking. Ooh, this is gonna do a lot of damage. It would be nice to not fizzle this one. That's what I'm talking about. That makes this quite a bit easier. Getting the minion out in a timely manner. He's setting up. He's got like real people AI almost. Good for him. Ooh, he's not doing what I was hoping he would. I'm gonna convict. Ooh, that was clutch. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna know him anyway. And that shield fucked me up real bad. I'm gonna start blading again. If I can get at least another decent hit off him unshielded, that would be great. That would be ideal. Another frog. This dude just does not stop frogging, which is kind of annoying because it means he never runs out of damn pips. It's reshuffle time. I'm gonna just get a raw Force Thor out the way just to get the shield out because I don't have anything better to get the shield off. We can put this 45 up in the meantime. And now he's trying to frog again, thinking we friends. No, we're not. Not after the shields, man. God damn it, man. Now he's gonna frog again. Okay. The thing is, too, is he's not even like doing anything to win. He's just spamming shields over and over. Oh, he's busting out something new. He said, hold on, I need health absorb. But I got 3 shields for it, buddy, so you're not gonna be taking much here. Whatever, I'm just gonna cast this. Do 1,000 damage. How do you approach this? You know what I mean? He myth-bladed twice in a row. This could be my chance. Finally, the opening we were promised. What we've all been waiting for. Oh, this guy's so dead. Good riddance. As Yaksh reels back in pain, he sheds his blighted form and returns to the good old plant man we don't really know but love anyways because he gave us his blessing. That kind of sounds like I'm getting married to him. But this guy's generosity doesn't stop there because he also shows us the fastest route towards the pyramid of the Mother Moon. We gotta go down through one of Azteca's biggest mining facilities where some even greater dangers await. Next time, we'll continue our race against Morganth towards the pyramid and hopefully not die trying. Check out the full series if you haven't already. There's a ton of episodes preceding this one, and as always, see you guys next time.